Hi, my lovely people. First off, thank you all for being here and watching this video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, this is one you're going to want to listen to the end because I don't even know where to start with it. So I'm just going to talk about it, right? Because this morning, I get a call from Fifi. She asked me to please meet her for lunch. And I'm like, okay. So I go meet her for lunch and she shows me paperwork and I could do nothing but laugh. So in order, and I asked Fifi, she'll probably be in the comments, and we're going to discuss some things she's dropped over there recently. But y'all, this is some stuff, it went too far. So I know people have probably seen Fifi's community post and they're like, oh my God, what's going on? Because I've gotten a few DMs and people are like, well, what's going on? So I'm here to kind of explain some things that are going on. Because when I tell you, baby, this Liv and Fifi stuff, like I told Fifi, it has went too far, okay? So Fifi puts this community post up and it's pretty much saying, hey guys, y'all think y'all know the truth, about the eviction, but it's more to come because Los Lunos apartments, they done went completely loony, okay? Is it called Aluna apartments, whatever those apartments are called. Los Aluna, I'm probably not pronouncing them right, but y'all know how I get. They have went loony, okay? So let me just start by breaking this down. Tonight, Fifi is going to go live and show the paperwork and discuss this with you. But we know out here on the YouTube streets that paperwork and reactions are being done that Olivia owes $4,000 some odd dollars to Los Lunas apartments. But y'all, I am here to tell y'all, okay, that it is more going on to this story than y'all even would begin to believe. I am not available to read documents tonight for Miss Fifi, so I will be probably in the bushes because I'll be at work. So a lot of y'all will say, Miss Storm, can you break it down? What's going on? So I'm going to kind of give you guys a view of it now so that when you guys watch, we are all caught up. So Fifi gets a court document in the mail, right? And it's from Los Lunas apartments. And they are pretty much saying these are Olivia's apartments. The apartments are saying that they're asking, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to laugh. They are asking Fifi to pay some of these fees associated with Olivia living there and being behind in rent because Olivia used the factor that she was being harassed and she needed to leave her apartment quick. Y'all, we can't make it up. You are going to see it. That's all I can say. I'm laughing because, man, this has went too far. Okay, so first off, let's just start from the beginning. We know that Olivia was being evicted. We heard Fifi call. They said that Olivia was $2,000 some odd dollars behind in rent. Okay, so keep that in mind. She was already behind. She stayed there until the first of the following of the month. So that would make her be, umpteen thousands behind because she still stayed after she was already 2 months behind. Okay, so after we see Olivia move, now there are documents surfacing that Olivia owes them like $4,500. We'll just say that. And that's for the rent she did not pay. Okay, but this is where the fishy, funky stuff come in. You cannot almost make this up. Now, there's another court document, right, that has surfaced because it's been sent to Fifi and she'll show it. What has happened is, you remember when Olivia got on here and said, well, I went up to my apartment complex and my apartment complex is now going to try and work with me and they're going to pay off my old debt and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. So all of this was a lie. Yes, she went up to the apartments and she told them about Fifi and she tried to say, hey, I'm moving because I'm being harassed. But just like the first page says in the findings that was sent to Fifi, Olivia, you can't use that excuse, okay? Because, yes, Fifi did call your apartment complex, but the day that Fifi called the apartment complex, Olivia was already almost, after court fees and everything else, she was going to be almost $3,000 in debt with them anyways. So how can you use, okay, all my old stuff, okay, that I have not paid sitting here is now Fifi's fault because she called up there and asked you. So what the apartments have done is from the day that Fifi called until now, they're trying to get Fifi to pay for damages. Now, y'all, She has the court paperwork, so I'm going to talk about it. I ain't going to show it. I'm not going to steal her shine, but I asked, could I talk about it? And Fifi says yes. So they sent Fifi a document, and they want to tell Fifi that there was damage to the apartment, there was trash left in the apartment, and Olivia used the excuse, okay, for the things that she did in the apartment, all the stuff she left behind, and things of that nature. She claims that she had to leave her apartment in a hurry because she was being harassed by Fifi. So the court is asking Fifi, okay, to pay the fees for the cleanup and for the damages and for the trash being left because of this harassment, okay? I guess in Olivia's heart of hearts, Olivia thought, well, I can leave this apartment however I want to because they have already given out my information to someone who was not me. And let me speak about that for just a minute, okay? The apartments, yes, they were wrong, okay? Let me just say that. The apartments were wrong because when Fifi called, we heard it from the rooter to the tutor, okay? When they called, all she had to do was say her name, and they gave her every bit of information. Not one person answered that phone and said, okay, Olivia, can we have your apartment number? Okay, Olivia, can we have your birth date? Okay, Olivia, can we have the last 4 digits of your social security? They never once questioned Fifi about being Olivia, okay? All they did was give all the information out. So that's where they caught the catch-22, right? So this is what I'm thinking what is happening. I'm not sure. I know Fifi is going to call them and figure it out. But from what I'm seeing in the paperwork, they are trying to just find someone to blame it on. Because at the end of the day, this just shows me that if Olivia was really about the business instead of hitting the rock bottom that she's at, Olivia should have went and just sued the apartments. Got you some little money. They would have had no choice if you were suing them to get rid of your back rent because they messed up. But you can't put back rent on Fifi. You sat there for 2, almost 3 months before Fifi even called and let your rent mountain up. So what we're seeing about the $4,500 is what I'm believing. They're saying that Olivia owes before Fifi called, plus the little, you know how they throw in the little court fees and lawyer stuff. But now they're trying to also charge Fifi because Olivia is saying, well, you know what? From the date that she called to the date that I left, I was being harassed. And now keep in mind, on the document, it has said something about, anytime you get served with documents, they're going to say 3 or 4 little evidence of proof. So what Olivia said and did was she got a statement from the school. She got a statement that she made a police report about it. And she, of course, included some video clips to say, I'm being harassed. But this is my thing. Even if you're being harassed, you also, I'm not going to get too far into it, but this is the same thing I told Fifi. She needed to move to Texas for another reason. So she left in the nick of time, not because of Fifi. This was something she already had planned. If Olivia was sitting there for months upon months, not paying, she knew she was already moving, right? So let's just keep that a buck. Let's just keep that for real, for real. Also, if you're moving, if you're so-called being harassed, that means that you leave old furniture. It said something on there about ink stains on the carpet. There was stuff all in the bathroom. It had a foul odor. It had trash. They're trying to charge Fifi. I'm not sure. I think it said like $2,700 for cleanup. But once again, Fifi will show her paperwork. But they're trying to charge this girl for cleanup and partial rent and court fees because Olivia is saying she was being so harassed, she had no choice but to leave her home. Now, y'all, let's get into this one. I don't know Florida state or everybody else state. But here in Indiana, there is a clause in my lease, and it is a state law, that if you were a victim of domestic violence, harassing, stalking, and things of that nature, that the apartment would allow you to break your lease and move without any penalty. So, Olivia, this might be something that's going on in Florida, but Olivia is trying to say that, hey, Fifi is the reason that I left all the trash. Fifi is the No. Fifi ain't the reason why you left that apartment in shambles and all those ink stains are everywhere. They said it was ink stains in the carpets and Fifi will show the paper. My whole thing is, Olivia, we saw you. You sat on camera, and like I told Fifi, girl, go back and get this old footage. Matter of fact, I've already went and screen recorded it. We saw Olivia sitting there on the carpet, giving herself a tattoo, knocking everything over and this and that. At that point, Olivia knew she was leaving that apartment. She knew she had not paid rent. She didn't care if the apartment was clean. She didn't care if the apartment was dirty. And for months upon months, how many times did we see Olivia sit there behind that butterfly background and you could see bags and trash and clothes piled up behind the thing? So being dirty and being nasty, that ain't Fifi's fault. You left all that dirt and you left all that nastiness and you left all those things because of yourself. Now, like I told Fifi, video does not lie. I've screen recorded a lot of Olivia's old videos for her. You can see that the house was already damaged before Fifi even called the apartment complex. You know that this woman lived in utter mess and nastiness before all this took place. Also, we seen her on here ordering tattoo guns and ordering this and ordering that. Girl, if you were feeling so harassed, so down and out, then why were you sitting there drinking, spilling stuff? Why were you on there giving yourself tattoos? Like, come on now. Come on now. Come on. I'm going to say this has just went too far. Y'all, it has went too far, okay? We already had the school sending Fifi paperwork, and she had to be quiet for a while till she figured out what the school was going to do. And the school completely has dropped it. They don't want anything to do with it. They're just, they've washed their hands of it. Olivia doesn't live there. Olivia owes them money. She can't blame all that on Fifi for signing up for school, only showing up a few days. I mean, this is the thing. Olivia had dropped out of school, okay, before Fifi even called. When Fifi called, they said, "Where you been, Olivia? We don't know where you at. Girl, you done disappeared." So it was easy to talk through that. This one with these apartments, I don't know what is going on, y'all. All I know is I feel it personally has gone too far at this point. And this is my personal opinion. This is something that I have said to Fifi, so I am going to say to you guys. Like I told Fifi, now you just need to get you an attorney. Like, you seriously need to get some attorney. Yeah, you did some wrong in this, but you need to get to the bottom of this, because don't let nobody put bills on your back that you know you had nothing to do with. And in this case, we know Olivia didn't leave Florida because of Fifi. So we know that, right? She didn't damage her apartment because of Fifi. She didn't leave trash because of Fifi. So I'd be seeking that. I also, like I told Fifi, see, Olivia sits over there and she says, "Oh, slow, Nim. Oh, slow, Nim." I really think that Olivia is going to ride this victim, statements and things and harassment to the end of it. Because, see, just like when she was in court fighting for her kids, she thought her green eyes and her light skin she was going to get up there and blink and bat her eyes and she was going to win. She really thinks that because she feels Fifi is slow, that she is now going to use her as a scapegoat to put the bills on her and to win and to fight against her. And like I told Fifi, this would be your time for you to stand up and be like, "Look, I ain't slow. I know how to get counsel. I know how to do this. I know how to do that." And stand up for yourself. Because, yeah, you can get on YouTube and talk about it, but at the end of the day, she is now playing a game with your money, your integrity, and everything else. So therefore, yeah, I'm going to still talk about her on YouTube, but guess what else I'm going to do? Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, because, see, you saying someone harassing you, you saying that they made you leave your home, Fifi can talk about it, of course, because you're not saying no cease and desist. But while I'm talking, I'm going to be moving behind scenes too. So I wanted to tell you guys about this. I wanted to give you a little breakdown, let you know. Like I said, Fifi has been posting over in her community wall. She says she's going live tonight. Like I said, I'll be watching, but I'll be in the bushes because I'll be at work. But I will keep up with this. I will do recaps because I know that when Fifi goes live, she drops a lot of information, and I know that it can get confusing. So I will stay on it. And if I'm available sometime this week, I will try and get over and read documents and do like a podcast with Fifi so that we are able to break it down so everyone knows. But when I tell y'all, this is more than I think anybody can handle, and I think it's starting to go too far, I have said it. Now, y'all can look at the evidence, and y'all can look at everything that Fifi drops tonight and have your own opinions. I will see you guys in the comments below. I thank you all for watching. Storm Chasers, mount out.